Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise. Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Attention. The following personnel report to transporter room. Engineering Officer Scott, Lieutenant MacIvers. Acknowledge.
MacIvers, on my way.
Well, it looks like that ship is expecting us. We read heat coming on, complete oxygen atmosphere.
Very interesting. You ready, Bo?
No. Signed aboard this ship to practice medicine, not to have my atoms scattered back and forth across space by this gadget.
You're an old-fashioned boy, McCoy.
Where's that historian?
So you die, Captain. And we all move up in rank. No one will question the assassination of a captain who has disobeyed prime orders of the Empire.
Following new course, warp 7.
Estimating destination in 6.7 hours present speed.
Now that we're underway, it's time I announced my intentions to the rest of the ship.
It's common knowledge that something happened to your friendship.
It's no secret. We were assigned to the same ship some years later. I relieved him on watch once and found a circuit open to the atomic matter piles that should have been closed. Another 5 minutes could have blown up the ship.
Ship nomenclature, specify.
The United Starship Republic, number 1371.
Continue.
I closed the switch and logged the incident. He drew a reprimand and was sent to the bottom of the promotion list. Captain's log, stardate 3192.1. The Enterprise is en route to star cluster NGC 321. Objective, to open diplomatic relations with the civilizations known to be there. We have sent a message to Eminiar 7, principal planet of the star cluster, informing them of our friendly intentions. We are awaiting an answer.
Nothing yet, Lieutenant.
Nothing, Captain. Hailing frequencies are open.
Greetings, nurse.
Mr. Spock's blood reproduction rate is up over 200%. Sark's heartbeat has risen to 324. Blood pressure 90 over 40, dropping.
I wish I knew whether that was good or bad. Kirk here.
I've got bad news, Captain. The entire dilithium crystal converter assembly is fused. No chance of repair. It's completely unusable.
No chance of restoring warp drive?
Not without dilithium crystals. We can't even generate enough power to fire our weapons.
Kirk out. Love, I have to go back to the bridge. Please, you must go to the sick bay.
Yes, my love. Why can't I blow off just one of his ears?
Stop that, Marta. Mr. Spock will think we're lacking in hospitality. Won't you join us, Captain?
How are you, Mr. Spock?
Very well indeed. Thank you, Captain.
Isn't Governor Correa joining us?
It's water. Somehow on this planet, water's changed to a complex chain of molecules.
What's that, Doctor?
That's how we missed it. It passed from man to man through perspiration. Once in the bloodstream, it acts like alcohol. Depresses the centers of judgment, self-control. Now get someone to the lab. Tell them the serum works and start preparing more.
Doc, will you let me out of here? I'm all right.
Release!
This formula will reduce the heart action and the bodily functions to normal. While the bodies are occupied, you will administer one injection of 10 cc's each hour.
I understand.
This hypo you will code mark for Thalassa. And this one you will code mark for me.
Yes, sir.
This one you will administer to Captain Kirk while Sargon is in his body.
Attention, Enterprise. I am speaking to you from the Romulan flagship. The USS Enterprise, under command of Captain James T. Kirk, is formally charged with espionage. The testimony of First Officer Spock was highly instrumental in confirming this intrusion into Romulan space was not an accident. First Officer Spock's testimony was specific that your ship was not under orders from Starfleet Command or the Federation Council to perform such a spy mission.
Captain Kirk has not been identified as the assassin.
Sustained.
I offer into the record this excerpt from the captain's personal log.
I've never trusted Klingons. And I never will. I've never been able to forgive them for the death of my boy. I've never trusted Klingons. And I never will. I've never been able to forgive them for the death of my boy.
Whither wilt thou lead me? Speak, I'll go no further.
Mark me.
I will.
My hour is almost come, when I to sulphurous and tormenting fires must render up myself.
Speak. I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge.
No. No, I won't kill you. Maybe you thought you were protecting yourself when you attacked the outpost. No, I won't kill him. Do you hear? You'll have to get your entertainment someplace else. Computer, criminological files. Cases of unsolved mass murders of women since Jack the Ripper.
Working, 1932, Shanghai, China, Earth, 7 women knifed to death, 1974, Kiev, USSR, Earth, 5 women knifed to death, 2105, Martian colonies, 8 women knifed to death, 2156, Heliopolis, Alpha Eridani 2, 10 women knifed to death. There are additional examples.
How long does a body like that last?
None of our android bodies has ever worn out. However, the estimated duration of this model is 500,000 years.
500,000 years?
Our medi-robots are able to place a human brain within a structurally compatible android body.
Immortality and eternal beauty. Hmm?
Spock to transporter room. McCoy here. The captain's oxygen supply is running out now. Are you standing by with a hypo of Triox compound for him?
Ready, Mr. Spock.
Prepare to transport on the captain's coordinates on my order.
Ready, Mr. Spock.
Mr. Spock, it's him. It's the captain.
I see him, Ensign. I see him.
Oh, you're strange. You scorn festival? Are you?
What about that?
There is a repeated occurrence of registrations, a regular pulsating pattern of radiated energy.
Unquestionably, an immensely powerful field of energy is being generated around here somewhere, but we're just having difficulty focusing on it.
Apollo has no difficulty focusing. He taps that energy, Mr. Scott.
Sir, some creatures can generate and control energy with no harm to themselves. The electric eel on Earth, the giant dry worm of Antos 4, the fluffy...
Not the whole encyclopedia, Chekhov.
Bones! Aurelin, you're safe now.
Is this your brother, Jim?
Sam. No natural enemies. Apparently no vices, no replacements needed. Maybe it is paradise after all. Mr. Spock. We came to get John Gill.
Captain, without phasers, and until we're able to communicate with the ship, it is illogical to assume that we can hold out against the entire military force of this planet.
All right, Mr. Spock, you made your point. Get into the uniform and hide those ears again. Hunting's good. We've got so many Zeons, we've got to dump them outside.
No, Captain. I command here. My followers are strong and faithful and obedient. That's why we take what is ours wherever we go.
You take from those who do not know you.
And we know you.
Then you know I must win, Captain.
Not if we join together to fight you.
Foolish. You will be destroyed. I would ask you to join me, but you were gentle, and that is a grave weakness.
Band honors ready, Captain.
Energize.
Captain, what is happening?
We're under attack. Stand by for evasive.
Kom op, pull! Skjut neer! Verstop! Kach! What the fuck? Sir, may I suggest...
Say the wrong thing, Torg.
We can be handled, Jim. Together, it'll be easy. I caution you, gentlemen. Don't fight me here. I'll win. Or at worst, I'll drag you down with me.
Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise. Mr. Scott, beam us up. Mr. Spock and I are going down to the planet's surface. You will be in command. Your responsibility is to the Enterprise, not to us. Is that clear?
Perfectly, sir.
The Klingon fleet is in this quadrant. We know that Organia will be a target. If they should emerge...
We'll handle them, sir.
You will evaluate the situation. If there is a fleet of them, you'll get out of here, Mr. Sulu.
But, Captain...
No buts. You'll get to safety and alert the fleet. You will not attack alone. Mr. Spock and I will be all right.
Report, mister.
I am only picking up physical impulses from the three of them. As far as instruments can make out, there is nothing else down there that's alive.
Relay, Lieutenant.
Captain, we are only registering on you. Captain! Captain Kirk!
McCoy to Spock.
Spock here.
I found a tape in the computer down here, and when I try to read it, all I get is a whine.
Bring it to the bridge at once, Doctor.
Farrell! James! Grab him! He'll destroy the ship! I'm the captain! Don't you understand? I'm captain of the ship! I'm the captain! It's my ship! My ship! It's mine! I'll kill you. Can half a man live? Take another step, you'll die. Then we'll both die. But what about Miss Hedford? No temperature yet. But we gotta get underway soon, Jim. I guarantee you it will develop. What are we gonna do? Take Cochran up on his offer.
And don't ask for any more Warp 9 speeds, Mr. Spock. Our star drive is completely burned out. The only thing we have left is impulse power.
Estimated repair time.
Hang on here in space? Forever. The only thing that'll fix these poor darlings is the nearest repair base.
I've already surmised that. Thank you, Mr. Scott. Interesting. You Earth people glorify organized violence for 40 centuries. But you imprison those who employ it privately.
And of course, your people found an answer.
We disposed of emotion, Doctor. Where there's no emotion, there's no motive for violence.
Where's the captain? Which one of you is the captain?
Bridge to auxiliary control room. Check in, please.
Lieutenant Singh here. All systems are normal, except warp power indicators.
Mr. Scott's engineers are working on them now. Report to him when your indicators are registering properly.
Anything else?
One moment, Lieutenant.
Holding.
All right, Commander. Is there anything you want to tell us?
Like what? Like who you really are and what you're doing here and what these things here are. I am Pavel Chekhov, the commander in Starfleet, United Federation of Planets. Service number 656-5827B. All right. Let's take it from the top. The top of what? Name. My name?
No, my name.
I do not know your name.
You play games with me, mister, and you're through.
I am? May I go now?
However, as I understand it, I am Dr. Janice Lester.
That's very clever, but I didn't say it.
When I take this ship, I'll have Kirk's head stuffed and hung on his cabin wall.
They will kill us before we can act.
No, they wish to question us, learn our strength, our plans. They never will.
We are 40 against 400.
4,000 throats may be cut in one night by a running man.
Patience, vigilance. They will make their mistake. Capture of the Enterprise will give us knowledge to end this war quickly.
This is the captain speaking. First Federation vessel is in distress. We're preparing to board it. There are lives at stake. By our standards, alien life. But lives nevertheless. Captain out.
Course plotted and laid in, sir.
Mr. Scott, ready the transporter room.
Aye, sir.
Mr. Sulu, bring us to within 100 meters. Ahead slow.
Ahead slow, sir.
Jim, don't you think...
What's the mission of this vessel, Doctor? To seek out and contact alien life. And an opportunity to demonstrate what our high-sounding words mean. Any questions?
I know you. All of you. James Kirk. Captain and friend for many years. And Leonard McCoy. Also of long acquaintance. And Uhura, whose name means freedom. She walks in beauty like the night.
That's not Spock.
Are you surprised to find that I've read Byron, Doctor?
That's Spock.
Am I addressing the ambassador?
You were aware of the effect an hour ago.
Yes, sir.
You may not be aware of its scope. It occurred in every quadrant of the galaxy and far beyond. Complete disruption of normal magnetic and gravimetric fields, time warp distortion, impossible radiation variations, and all of them centering in the general area which you are now patrolling. The question is, are these natural phenomenon? Or are they mechanically created? And if they are, by whom? For what purpose? Your guess, Captain.
Thank you, sir. I have considered all the alternatives. My best guess is it could be a prelude to invasion.
Exactly our consensus.
GQ3 now secured except for decks 5, 7, and 10. Come in, please.
He's not in supply and maintenance, Sulu.
All right, Uhura. Engineering deck now. Run through 5 photos of the crewman there.
Check.
Deck 5 reporting. Crewman Green is not in his quarters. No one has seen him.
Keep in mind if you find him, he's not crewman Green. Captain reports Green's dead.
And he, or rather, it followed me. I thought there was something twitchy about him.
He, or whatever, was probably your crewman too, Lieutenant.
They must have been it. You know, I would have remembered a crewman like him.
The creature leading your merry chase, Mr. Sulu.
Oh, Mr. Scott. Calling it a night?
Yes, sir.
Turning in myself. Looking forward to breaking some of Enterprise's speed records tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Level, please.
Transporter room.
Thank you.
Up your shaft.
Kirk to Enterprise.
Enterprise, Uhura here.
Have Dr. McCoy beam down immediately.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mr. Chekhov, you and the security team will remain here at the entrance. We'll be in constant contact with you.
Aye, sir.
Kirk to boarding party.
Scott here.
Scotty, any records, log books of any kind?
Negative, Captain. It appears they were in suspended animation when the ship took off.
How many alive?
12 units have malfunctioned, leaving 72 still operating. 30 of those are women.
Kirk out. 72 alive. Group of people dating back to the 1990s. Discovery of some importance, Mr. Spock. There are a great many unanswered questions about those years.
A strange, violent period in your history.
Captain's log, stardate 1533.7. We have taken aboard an unusual passenger for transport to colony Alpha 5. Charles Evans, the sole survivor of a transport crash 14 years ago. The child, alone from age 3, has not only survived, but has grown to intelligent, healthy adolescence.
Aft phaser, permanent. Engineering to bridge. All engines.
Approaching the freighter's last reported position, sir.
Sensor report, Mr. Chekhov.
Negative, sir. No debris, no residual particles, no traces.
Mr. Sulu, begin a standard search pattern. All scanners, full intensity, Mr. Chekhov. No signal at all.
Negative, sir.
It should be on our screens by now.
At best, a freighter might travel warp 2.
I'm well aware of a freighter's maximum speed, Mr. Sulu.
A ship in trouble making a forced landing, sir. That's it, no other message.
I have a fix. It comes from the Talos star group.
We've no ships or Earth colonies that far out.
Their call letters checked with a survey expedition. SS Columbia.
Disappeared in that region approximately 18 years ago. It would take that long for a radio beam to travel from there to here.
Records show the Talos group has never been explored. Solar system similar to Earth, 11 planets. Number 4 seems to be Class M.
This could be an historic occasion.
I find that we must return Captain Christopher to Earth after all.
Why? You said I made no relative contribution.
Poor choice of words on my part. I neglected in my initial run-through to correlate the possible contributions by offspring. I find, after running a cross-check on that factor, that your son, Colonel Sean Jeffrey Christopher, headed, or will head, the first successful Earth-Saturn probe.
Question, Captain?
The rules. If Spock should finish his man off first, will he be able to help?
We believe men should fight their own battles. Only the weak will die. My word is a Roman. Ready to order your men down, Captain?
Sergeant McCoy?
Aye, sir.
Mr. Scott?
Aye, sir.
Uhura?
Aye, sir.
Chekhov?
Aye, sir.
Sulu?
Aye, sir.
Let the records show that the commander and the crew of the late Starship Enterprise have voted unanimously to return to Earth, to face the consequences of their actions in the rescue of their comrade, Captain Spock.
I love you. I can love you.
Probably nothing important.
I never had trouble before.
Well, don't worry about it. Perhaps a little hypersonic treatment might clear it up.
Thank you.
Progress report, Mr. Spock.
All research lines negative, Captain.
Astronomical section reports that a comet recently passed by. Check into that.
I'm doing that, Captain. As per your previous order. We discussed that earlier. Hit on the Lexington.
Full phasers. What the devil is Kirk doing? Damage report, Lieutenant. Helm, course 164, Mark 3.
Turning now, sir.
Estimate damage on Lexington, Spock.
Hit in engineering section. Possible damage to her impulse engines. She's still maneuverable on warp drive.
We're firing again, sir.
Mr. Spock.
Captain.
Lieutenant Kevin Riley in communications. I wish to have him transferred down to the engineering decks.
He came up from engineering, Captain.
Well, I'm sending him back.
Any explanation? He's a fine young officer. He's bound to consider this transfer a disciplinary action.
I don't wish to discuss it, Mr. Spock. Please follow my orders.
You know, I believe you are. Listen, where you come from, are there a lot of people without the power and my size?
Alexander, where I come from, size, shape, or color makes no difference. And nobody has the power.
Nobody.
Somebody wants me.
Oh no, bad dream. Oh, bad dream.
You pompous...
Immaterial!
Those people have done you no harm.
Inadmissible!
We're living beings, not playthings for your amusement.
Silence! This trial is over. You are guilty. On all counts, you are guilty.
We've prepared Operation Retrieve based on the rising danger of terrorism between the Klingon Empire and the Federation. Sir, we can go in, rescue the hostages, and get out in 24 hours with an acceptable rate of loss in manpower and equipment. We have the technology to...
Yes. But suppose you precipitate a full-scale war.
Then, quite frankly, Mr. President, we can clean their chronometers.
Mr. President, they are vulnerable. There will never be a better time.
Why does Spock call you Captain? Were you in the war together?
We served together.
And you, don't want to talk about it? Why? Did you do something wrong? Are you afraid of something? Whatever it is, let me help.
Let me help.
Sir, there's a multi-legged creature crawling on your shoulder.
All right, you people, clear out of the way.
Child's regent?
Yes, L.E.N. Remarkable young lady.
Representing the high tier, Leonard James Akar.
The child was named Leonard James Akar.
Has a kind of a ring to it, don't you think, James?
Yes, I think it's a name destined to go down in galactic history, Leonard. What do you think, Spock?
I think you're both going to be insufferably pleased with yourselves for at least a month. Sir.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu. Ahead, warp back to 1.
Sabotage, niech Musimy dość epok.
Hod, jak nie było, chodź, dekle hepta.
Oh, there you are, gentlemen. I trust you are in good health. Shall we go?
Go?
Yes, your captors plan to do violence to you. That we cannot permit. I came to take you away.
You turned us over to them. You expect us to trust you now?
Is there really a choice, Captain? I offer you safety.
Aphrodite, you were right. Athena, you were right. The time has passed. There is no room for gods.
What's happened?
We have fired on the Chancellor's ship.
Captain's log, stardate 1329.1. We have taken aboard from unregistered transport vessel its captain and 3 unusual females. These women have a mysterious magnetic effect on the male members of my crew, including myself. Explanation unknown at present.
Well, how the devil am I supposed to know this is a starship, Captain? There I am with a cargo of young lovelies. A strange ship comes up alongside. Well, naturally, I did my best to evade you.
We need only a few hours.
Have you ever seen a victim of Virgilian fever? They die in one day. The effects are like bubonic plague.
Constantinople, summer 1334. It marched through the streets, the sewers. It left the city by ox cart by sea to kill half of Europe. The rats rustling and squealing in the night as they too died.
Captain's log. Using the light speed breakaway factor, the Enterprise has moved back through time to the 20th century. We are now in extended orbit around Earth, using our ship's deflector shields to remain unobserved. Our mission? Historical research. We are monitoring Earth communications to find out how our planet survived desperate problems in the year 1968.
What's going to happen to them after you've gone? After you've turned into creatures like Louise? Oh, they'll still be here, but not for long, because the food's all gone. You've eaten it. Maybe 6 months left, that's all, and then nothing left to eat. Nobody left to take care of them. They'll die, too.
Look at my arm, John. It's happening to me. He's telling the truth.
They're grabbed!
Bounce! Bounce! Bounce!
Can you make it last a long, long time?
How long would you like it to last?
Forever.
Well, let's see. Power, that's no problem. It regenerates. And food, we have enough to feed a crew of 430 for 5 years. So that should last us...
Forever. All my life I've dreamed of being alone.
Override it! Pull them back!
Able to retrieve their pattern enterprise.
Give it to me. Starfleet, boost your mat again.
Since each of us represents members of the Clanton gang, you, Ike Clanton, I, Frank McLaury, then Mr. Chekhov would be the other Billy.
Would he not?
William Claiborne, that's right.
But did not William Claiborne survive the battle at the OK Corral?
I want to thank you for saving his life. I would like to learn more about this.
Our blood has passed through the Maka route together. Our souls have been together. He is mine now.
The name of the game is called Fizbin.
Fizbin.
Fizbin. It's not too difficult. Each player gets 6 cards, except for the dealer, the player on the dealer's right, who gets 7.
On the right?
Yes. The second card is turned up, except on Tuesdays.
On Tuesday?
Oh, look what you've got, 2 jacks. You got a half Fizbin already.
I need another jack.
No, if you got another jack, why, you'd have a shrunk.
A shrunk?
Yes, you'd be disqualified. No, what you need now is either a king and a deuce, except at night, of course, when you need a queen and a 4.
Except at night.
Right.
Transporter room. Stand by to beam landing party aboard.
Ready to beam, sir.
Base of action, Mr. Sulu. Damage report, all stations.
Mr. Spock, the transporter's out.
Effect repairs. Captain Kirk, come in, please.
Kirk here.
Lieutenant, are you all right?
It is not allowed to refuse selection.
Step away from the door. Come. It is the nourishment interval.
Why would he want to get piped there? The command report stated Talos contained absolutely no practical benefits to mankind.
Spock would have some logical reason for going there.
Maybe. Maybe he's just gone mad.
Frequency open and clear, sir?
Inform them that we are pursuing the creature to planet 4 of that system. That's the location of its attack on the USS Farragut 11 years ago.
I do not understand, Captain.
In Garavic's quarters, I said the scent of the creature was somehow different. Something in my mind said home.
And do you know where home is, Captain?
Yes, I think I do. I don't know how I know, but home is where it fought a starship once before. Spock. Bones. Where are we?
Exactly 121.32 meters beneath the planet's surface, Captain.
How do we get here?
Residual energy readings indicate we were beamed here by a matter-energy scrambler similar to our own transporter mechanism.
That's a nasty cut, Jim. Does it hurt?
Captain, picking up a life form reading.
Why, bless me, Doctor. What beams you into this neck of the woods?
Beware Romulans bearing gifts. Happy birthday, Jim.
Thanks. Romulan ale. Why, Bones, you know this is illegal.
I only use it for medicinal purposes. I got aboard a ship that brings me in a case every now and then across the neutral zone. Now, don't be a prig.
2283.
What else do your record tapes show?
I'm afraid we can't reveal everything we know, Mr. Seven.
Captain, we could say that Mr. Seven and Miss Lincoln have some interesting experiences in store for them.
Yes, I think we could say that. 2 to beam up, Scotty.
Live long and prosper, Mr. Seven.
The same to you, Miss Lincoln. Energize. This plaque is a representation of a star and its solar system.
8 planets, Captain. That is the number in the Fabrina solar system.
And there's no doubt that these people are descendants of the Fabrini.
None. And no doubt that they've been in flight on this asteroid ship for 10,000 years.
The power levels are down 12% and steadily decreasing. I've never experienced anything like it.
Bridge to Captain Kirk.
Kirk here.
Sir, we are accelerating. We're being pulled toward the center of the zone of darkness.
By what, Spock?
Unknown, Captain. I suggest you order Mr. Scott to give us reverse power.
He just gave us reverse power. We lurched forward.
In that case, Captain, I would suggest we apply forward thrust.
I have recorded enough here. You will now assist me further.
The Decker unit can assist you with much greater efficiency. Carry on with your assignment, Mr. Decker. Aye, sir. Mr. Scott?
This is Lieutenant Commander Scott, Chief Engineering Officer of the USS Enterprise. Destruct sequence number 3. Code 1B2B3.
So lonely there. It would be worse if he had company.
Doctor, how can you joke about it?
I'm not joking. Until we know what killed him, none of us are safe.
We've got to figure this out and devise a defense against it. Is it possible the rocks have life?
You remember on Janus 6, the silicone creatures...
But our instruments recorded that. They were life forms. They registered as life forms.
Scotty!
What?
Hold me. It's happening again. No!
Perhaps it understands another kind of language. Condition red alert. Prepare for phaser firing.
No, Scotty, no!
No.
No! I can't leave!
It must have worked. For the moment.
For the moment?
The moment they discover they're not seriously hurt, they'll be back. Meanwhile, please check the aft compartment. See if there's anything else you can unload to lighten the ship.
Mr. Gaetano's body is back there.
It will, of course, have to be left behind.
Not without a burial.
I wouldn't recommend it. The creatures won't be far away.
Not without a burial, Mr. Spock.
It would expose members of this crew to unnecessary peril.
I'll take that chance. You see, Mr. Spock, I would insist upon a decent burial, even if your body was back there.
Mr. Boma.
Well, I'm sick and tired of this machine.
That's enough.
Gentlemen.
Stage 1 of our experiments was conducted in the laboratory. Stage 2 of the series will be attempted in a lifeless underground. Stage 3 will involve the process on a planetary scale. It is our intention to introduce the Genesis device into a pre-selected area of a lifeless space body, a moon or other dead form. The device is delivered, instantaneously causing what we call the Genesis effect. Matter is reorganized with life-generating results.